Good morning, everyone. I'm Terry. So great to see you. Welcome to our weekend energy reading. Yes. How's everybody's week doing so far? How is your heart faring? I am picking some cards out for us just to give us a little bit of a guidance, an energy temperature check to see what potentials and possibilities might be out and about for us, and what implementation tools we can use to better navigate our way through this human experience. Now, just know this is a group reading, so it's for the collective. So not all of this energy will resonate with everyone. So just take what does, toss what doesn't, and if you would like something more personal, more private, please feel free to book a session with me directly from my site, terryhuberman.com, or if you are on Instagram, you can click the book button in my profile. So I was already starting to tap in and just sort of download, what is it that the collective needs right now? What is it that each and every one of us as a whole is needing? And it's the comfort and the coziness of knowing that we're safe. There's so much uncertainty going on right now. And humans, well, there's two things, uncertainty and distancing, right? And it's really mostly physical distancing, not so much social distancing. I don't know why they chose the term social distancing, but even social distancing can sound pretty depressing when it's really physical distancing, and the human brain is wired for connection. So everybody is just, riled up, and no one is feeling safe. And when we don't feel safe, we operate from more of a fearful state of trying to protect ourselves. And in that process, we can push people away. We can become really needy. We can just stop doing what we're doing, right? And just hope nobody notices us, right? And then there are a lot of people who are starting fights because of that aggression, that anger that's building up. And energy, the way energy works is that it accumulates and it builds up and it builds up. And if it has nowhere to go, it just keeps building up until finally there's somewhere it can go, which is pop or get redirected. And a lot of us are not really redirecting ourselves very, very well this round or these days. And it's understandable. It is understandable. The thing is as a collective, we are all feeling this. And so the desire and the need to feel cozy, to feel safe and connected is super, 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 super important. I mean, it's the basics of humanity, right? And we're all experiencing that right now, and people are expressing it in different ways. One of the ways that's coming through right now is to be able to have a voice, share your experiences. And if you're feeling disconnected from somebody or far from somebody, it's really hard. It's hard to, and I'm really feeling this in my heart, it's hard to express yourself when your view or you think someone else may not want to hear your story or hear what you have to say or share your feelings. So what I'm starting to really pick up right now as I start sharing this with you is that there are people who are making assumptions about other people right now. Assumptions on several levels. One, they don't want to hear from me. And two, I'm not hearing from them, so they must not care about me or they must not like me. And neither one of those are actually true, especially in pandemic times, which is very similar to feeling like we're at war, right? We're war times. And so people making assumptions is really creating more distance from people. So if you're thinking, this is what I feel like I need to say, and this is what's coming through, and I always pray, or I always intend for all my readings to be for the highest good of whoever I'm reading for, which is for all of us, right? If you're having an assumption that someone doesn't want to hear from you, do the opposite, right? Reach out to them. If you are having the assumption or under the assumption that you're not hearing from somebody because they don't care for you or they don't like you, change that mindset, change that shift and go, well, they're dealing with their own thing. It's not about me. And I'm not saying you're selfish, but what happens is when we do get into this really fearful mode of needing to constantly protect ourselves, because we're feeling threatened or we feel like we're in imminent danger, even though we may not be, it's very normal for us to feel like we have to just take care of ourselves and that's it. And it's all about us. That's it. It's just us. And so it's hard to reach out and it's hard to change your mindset that someone would actually care about you. Or wouldn't care about you. So as a whole, the collective is really feeling fearful, feeling like they are in imminent danger, and the thoughts that are going through their heads, or all of our heads, the majority of them aren't even true. So on some level, we're lying to ourselves. But the reason we're lying to ourselves and the reason we're sharing these stories about other people in regards to us is because we're scared. We're scared. And there's nothing wrong with being scared, but it's in times like these where we actually need to reach out and we need to be with other people and connect. So if you're feeling like you shouldn't connect with somebody, no matter what the circumstances, it doesn't even matter. This could be someone from your past. I was going to say someone from your future, but unless you're an awesome time traveler, you're not quite there yet. But, this is all about us being able to connect and stay connected and realize the lies and the thoughts that we're actually telling ourselves. So this weekend, I'm about to show you some cards so we can see what the implementation tools that will help us get out of this headspace. We've got the King of Diamonds. We've got La Chalupa. We have Manifestation. And we have 10 of Earth. Yeah, so when I put all these together and I see, okay, well, what can help us actually connect more? It is about taking some sort of action steps towards creating some things. But in order to do that, you got to get grounded first, right? So feeling like you're connected, even if you're just pretending that you're connected, will get you into that energetic space of bringing yourself closer to that connection. So if there is someone, let's say that you're thinking, oh, they don't want to hear from me, try and tap into your own heart. Our hearts have their own frequencies, kind of like their own mind, and our hearts have the tendency to actually bring things to us. So our minds set out what's going on, and our hearts are what brings it to us. So if there is someone that you're thinking or you're making up in your mind, oh, they don't want to hear from me, but I really feel like I want to connect with them, go into your heart this weekend and actually pretend or act as if you are connecting with them. What does it feel like for you to be talking to them? How are you feeling in your body? Because what happens is that also gives you the ability to receive, which is very feminine energy. So we are being called to get more into our feminine energy this weekend. So by pretending and acting as if, we can actually shift our energy. And that way we won't feel so disconnected from people, right? And this way we can sort of lull or set aside those thoughts which are not real, not true. What evidence do you actually have that that person doesn't want to hear from you, especially in these times, right? There's no human being on earth right now that is not craving connection of some sort, okay? So if there is any time that you're going to take a risk and reach out to somebody and just connect, it is now. So this weekend would be a really great opportunity for you to connect, to sort of not listen to the inner critic or the lies or the untruths because you have no evidence. You have no actual evidence that what you're thinking is true. So go beyond that, step beyond that, and step into your imagination. Step into what it would feel like to connect with that person. And as you do that and you get into your heart about it, you would actually bring that to you. All right, guys? So that is the implementation tool for this weekend. What am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Why do you think I always say stay connected? I didn't make up that tagline just for the pandemic. No, it's because it's what we humans crave. So stay connected to yourself, stay connected to your friends and family, and of course, stay connected to me. And I will see you on the flip side. Yes, I will.